Hello, this is Jim Riddle. I'm showing off the easy arcade equipment that I have. Right now I have hooked up to my Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet a JAMA cabinet interface plugged directly into a JAMA game board interface. And as you can see here, my normal JAMA harness is plugged into that little adapter board with a cable and with a ribbon cable and a power cable, and then it's plugged into this game board interface that allows me to basically use this ribbon cable and power cable as just an extension. And right now it's not plugged into any of this other equipment. I just have JAMA harness to JAMA cabinet interface to cables to game board interface to plug in my CraftyMac RiddledTV JAMA test pattern generator. So just demonstrating that first separately, and then if I wanted to, for testing purposes, I wouldn't have to plug this even into the switcher. I could plug it into any one of these game board interfaces that you see laying here, just if I wanted to plug the harness directly into the game board. But doing this allows me to just kind of test and verify everything's working normally before I plug it into the switcher, which I will do next. Okay, so that ribbon cable that's coming from the JAMA harness is now going directly to the switcher. And if you wanted to, you could plug a JAMA harness directly into the switcher itself, but right now I'm using this JAMA cabinet harness interface. JAMA cabinet interface, sorry. And now I am powering the switcher, which has activated the first game, which just happens to be the Mortal Kombat. You probably hear the music too, Mortal Kombat 2. So I'm running down here into this switcher, and then I'm running back out to normal game board that's in there, and it is plugged in via a JAMA game board interface. So doing that, and then right now, I'll just show you that that game's working. And if I want to switch to the next game, I hit both start buttons, which are conveniently spaced far enough apart I can't do it with one hand. All right, I can do it with one hand and an elbow. And I switch over to the second game that's plugged into the switcher, which happens to be a 19-in-1. Also plugged in via a JAMA game board interface. So you can see that that's activated, running off its separate ribbon cable and power cable. And you can see that that's running now. All right, and I can switch to the next game, which just for the purposes of demonstrating that my Pac-Man game board interface works with this setup. I know it's a vertical game, so it doesn't really fit in with this mix, but just kind of showing it does work, and it's super loud. I guess I should show that board down here. Here's the Pac-Man game board with the Pac-Man game board interface. And now I have switched over to this game board here, which is Hyper Sports, using a Konami game board interface. Hopefully I'm not making you too dizzy walking all around there.
On your mark.
All right,
Get set.
so let's keep moving on here. Next game up looks like it's another 19-in-1 board through a JAMA game board interface. And I only have one game active right now on it, and it is Joust. So there that is. Switching to the next game. I might not have that one active. I should have shut it off, but I'll skip to the next game. I think this is NBA Jam. Yeah.
Welcome to NBA Jam.
All right, for everyone who's always wanted to play NBA Jam on a Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet, you now have that opportunity. And this is where I moved that test pattern generator over to the last slot, I believe, on the switcher. So just kind of demonstrating that this is fairly universal. Have a lot of different game board interfaces. You can plug in a lot of stuff that doesn't have to just be JAMA anymore. And you don't need adapters, and you can distribute them inside your cabinet, as I do these two games here. I could screw all these to the walls inside the cabinet, or you could just lay them outside the back of your cabinet like this, and it'd be super unsafe, just like mine is. So anyway, just demonstrating all this. Hopefully that was understandable. Please send me any questions, and looking forward to seeing what people think about this. I'm pretty excited about it. Thanks.